TV's Peter McDowell. Thank you, George. Good evening.
Welcome. This is Solo P1. Welcome to game one of England's group stage game against Serbia. I'm going to bring in my coach, he's my partner in crime. He's Toto Hammer.
Yeah, big up, man.
How's it going, Toto? Wagwan.
Yeah, man, it's going good. Just the weekend has been up and down really, but overall, feeling good.
So, what do you think of the England game, bro? What do you think of the England game?
Oh, the game.
Yeah.
I think we played all right. I think we looked leaky defensively. That's the first thing I noticed. We looked really leaky defensively. But yeah, I think that's it. I think we were good down the wings. We were really, really good down the wings in the first half. Saka, Foden, we thought we were all right in the first half. But in the second half, not so much. I think that's why we had to sub Saka off for Bowen. Bowen played brilliantly, but we'll get on to him later. But yeah, I think we were good down the wings. We're good with our crossing. But overall, I think England played all right, but just leaky defensively.
Yeah, but they did say that before the tournament that where if you can get at England, it will be through the defense area of the pitch, the defense. Look, before we start getting into the review and all that, I was skeptical over not that one, the other one I was talking about, the one where you can see the players. Not that one. I've already got that one. The other one. Toto. The one where you can see the players. Yeah. When you open it and then you can see you can see the Serbian side, and you can also see the England side as well. That one. It's got a weird name. Forgot the name.
Yeah, fuck mob, I think.
Okay, you told the one now. It's all right. Yeah, for me, I just think I was skeptical over Trippier. I never thought he should have got in the English squad, in my opinion. I think they could have had Gomez in that left back position, in my opinion. I know a lot of people, but some people agree with me, some people don't. But he should have been. I don't think he should have been a start for England. Trippier. For me, he didn't look. It looked like I actually thought he pulled his hamstring in the game. Serious talk. When he he looked like he pulled his hamstring and he was trying to stretch it off. I thought he pulled his hamstring. Or a slight pull, not a full pull, because with a full pull he would have went off. But I'm not really happy with Trippier playing in that left back position. I think Gomez is more than good enough to play that position in football for England. What's your thoughts on that, Toto?
Yeah, because I think Gomez was he's way more versatile around the back. Say if his Stones off, or say if the Crystal Palace centre back Guay's off, we could put Gomez in there. Gomez is. I'm not sure we should be more of a fill-in person. I think he should be a starter. Because Trippier is getting old now, and he shouldn't be starting game in, game out. Even though he's still good, But at the end of the day, for Newcastle, he was injured for half the season. And we do not want him to play every single game regarding his age. So, even though he can put in a shift, but that yard of pace could go. And Gomez has that pace. Like, he can provide midfield support. He can provide support to the midfield. He can play inverted. He can play anywhere. We can go up. He can go up a few times as well. So, yeah, Gomez for me definitely should be starting that left back position, which I think Southgate for me should try it next game, see how it is. I think it's a bit of shame that how Gomez is just sat on the bench.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm not saying it because I'm a Liverpool. Look, I'm not saying it because I'm a Liverpool fan. Yeah, that's not why I'm saying it. I'm saying it because I just don't think Trippier earned enough for me to even be on the bench. He was injured for Newcastle. For me, he's not the youngest guy in the world anymore. That's a bit of a factor in my opinion. I just don't understand why he didn't start Gomez. He looked weak in that left, the left back position. He looked weak he just looked weak. He looked like he could get at him. He didn't look like the Trippier from 4 years ago, obviously because he's 4 years older now. And for the season Gomez has had, I think Gomez should be starting, don't you? I think he should be starting.
I think for Liverpool, he played well at the back.
So that's the one I'm looking at. I don't know what I'm looking at that one for. So look, we're here. England won. We got the results. It was a bit shaky towards the end for me. Who were your standout players for this match?
I think Bellingham. Bellingham was a standout player. I'm going with Harry Kane as well. Even though he didn't score, right? I think Harry Kane for me, his work ethic off the ball and how when he got the ball, he always got something out of it. He always even held it up play. He protected the ball. And I just think that he won a lot of fouls today. Every time he got that ball, if there's no one around him, he always tried to go to win for a foul. And he won every single foul. So even though he's known for the goal scorer, he's known for the gunman, right? Even though he had one chance at goal, which was really, really unlucky. It was a good save by the keeper. Couldn't really do nothing about that. But I think Bellingham and Harry Kane was my standout players. Harry Kane, obviously, his work ethic off the ball, he's physical and the way he protects the ball. And, having won every single foul, and this allowed us to have more possession of the ball. And, of course, Bellingham for his absolutely amazing header. And it's not just about the header, it's just his passing is outstanding. Absolutely outstanding, his passing is. His range of passing as well. I remember that where he was just free of space. He did a volley pass over to Kyle Walker on the right-hand side. Over on the left-hand side, so we switched it to Walker. And then Walker had all that space to work with and all the passing options to work with. And all that all came down to Bellingham. I think honourable mention, is
Pickford.
Yeah, honourable mention's got to be Pickford. Because if we didn't have Pickford in goal, I'm telling you now, we would have drew this game. Would have drew the game if we didn't have Pickford in goal. That's all down to him.
To be fair, right, Pickford, he didn't have a lot to do, but he did stay alert.
Yeah.
To tip I can't pronounce his name. Vihakovic's goal. Remember when he tried to go and Pickford just tipped it over? World class goalkeeper, world class. See, the thing about it, I think if Pickford played for a bigger team than Everton, I think he would get more mentioned about the great, the top keepers around the world. Obviously, Alisson's at the top. You've got your other keepers. You got you got your what's his name? Courtois. What his name is?
Courtois.
Yeah, Courtois, and you got others here. But Pickford is definitely in the top 10 of the best keepers, probably the top 8, because he just doesn't get mentioned because he plays for a fleabag club called Everton. That's all it is. That's all it is, and there's nothing. You know what I mean? For me, he should be more ambitious and probably go to a bigger club. Because I thought most clubs in Europe would want England number 1 as their goalkeeper, and he's still got a few years left on his cycle. So I still think he can go on for much longer.
Keepers go on for ages.
Yeah, they can go on for ages. Yeah, they can. Some keepers can go on for ages, but not all. I've saw some keepers fade away at 30.
Yeah, but Pickford.
Majority of keepers, it's a longer lifespan than an outfield player like a striker or a midfielder. Keepers tend to go on longer. Look at Thingy for Poland. How long of Chesney? How long is he? How long's he been playing? See,
Still doing
he's
good for
still,
Poland.
and I was smashing it, man. Played good today. But anyway, yeah. So we're looking at this team now. Jude Bellingham for me. I'm gonna go into it. Jude Bellingham for me was played brilliantly today. He wears his heart on his sleeve, Jude Bellingham. When you see this guy play, yeah, he wears his heart on his sleeve. I'm not going to give the rating now. We'll give the rating after, but I'm just talking about the standout players for me in this game. Jude Bellingham was, for me, absolutely brilliant today. Wears his heart on his sleeve. We get in there, crunch tackles, getting involved with play, aggravating the opposition. That's what you're supposed to do. Try and throw him off the game, and it was working for him. Getting involved in fights. Go, whoa, whoa. Remember when he shoved the geezer, yeah? That's typical. That's the typical Bellingham, man. He likes to get in people's heads as well. That's his game. He's psycho. People don't realize that about Jude Bellingham. Yeah, he likes to get in people's heads a lot. So when you see him kick off, that's done by design. You get me? That's done by design a lot of the time. I thought Foden, it wasn't that good for me today. I think out of everyone, I think he's going to get my lowest rating today. Phil Foden. I think they should have brought Bowen on earlier, because when Bowen come on, he made a change. He nearly got Harry Kane that goal as soon as he come on, which was absolutely amazing. I think they should have took off Saka a bit earlier as well. I think they should have brought on Palmer. I thought when he got to the 17th minute, I think they should have brought on Palmer, but that didn't happen. John Stones had a decent game as well. I thought at the back, he had a half decent game. Carl Walker, isn't it? At one time, Carl Walker nearly scored. He said, "Forget this, man. You man can't score. I'm going to come and score." And he nearly scored as well. That would have been an amazing goal if he did. Trippier, I told you about Trippier. Wasn't for me today. He was disappointed. But for me, the most disappointed for me, I don't think Harry Kane played that good. To be fair, I know you rated Harry Kane today. For me, I don't think Harry Kane played that well. He was a bit quiet in the game. He only started to come alive when Bowen come on. When Bowen come on, then he started to play. Most of the time, he was tackling with that midfield. I don't know his name for Serbia. He was battling with him all through the game. I forgot the guy's name now. I don't know who he is. But he was battling with some dude for the entire game, fighting, dropping on the floor, trying to get free kicks. That's what Harry Kane for me was doing today. Saka played good in the first half. The first half, he was absolutely brilliant in the first half. Second half, he kind of fell away a bit. I'm not sure if he had like an injury. I know towards the end of the season, he kind of slowed down a bit for Arsenal. He got a little injury towards the end of last season, and he kind of slowed up a bit. I'm not sure if that's recurring that injury. I don't know. I hope it's not. So I want Saka playing. But the second half, he did fall away. But we're going to get into the plans. We're going to talk about it. But overall, we got the goal.
Yeah.
It stayed 1-0 thanks to Pickford. Absolutely world class today. It was Pickford. Pickford and Bellingham for me are my two top picks for this game today. Pickford and Bellingham for me. I'm not going to tell you what my ratings are going to be, but they're going to be at the top for me. It is what it is. So you can keep talking about it. I'm going to set this up. We're going to do it on the. We're just going to rate. Can we do the rating? Yeah. Can we do the rating through the lineup builder?
Yeah, you can.
We're going to do it through that one, yeah?
Yeah.
We just tell them what we're going to get. Say what we're going to do. So go on, keep talking. Go on.
I think England for me, I think the player that should have called up is Grealish. I think they should have called up Grealish instead of dropping it. Rashford maybe, but Grealish I think is probably a must because he can make something happen that left-hand side. Foden was a bit quiet today. I got to admit, Foden was quiet today. But, yeah, it was just... I don't know what he's Foden there. That I'm not sure where he's playing. He's playing left attacking mid. But I didn't really see him to get involved today. I think with Grealish, he can make something happen on that left-hand side. He can create something. He aggravates defenders.
That's why Grealish should have came.
He can cut inside to the box. And if he does go in the box, probably 50-50 he's going to get a penalty because he knows what to do inside that box to win fouls. Yeah, this is why I gave Kane a high rating today. Because even though he wasn't really involved in the goal scoring, he only had one shot at goal today. He wasn't really involved in the goal scoring part, but his work ethic off the ball, and when he did have the ball, he covered it well. And then, of course, the foul and the fouling. But he won a lot of fouls today, and it gave us possession of the ball, obviously. This is why Kane I rated. But yeah, Foden for me was a bit quiet. Saka I think was good, but second half not so much. But yeah, I think the team overall was all right. I think a really good set. I think what I rate highly as well is that Guay for Crystal Palace centre back. I think he played well. I think he played well. You know, I think he played, even though Stones, I think he played better than Stones, in my opinion. I'm saying I think he played better than Stones. Guay was a brick wall at some times. You know, it's his first Euro, right? First game for England properly in a proper tournament. I think he played well. You know, and I think he's only 23 years old, and the more he gets experience, the more he starts, and the more he gets.
Quay was a baller today.
Well, he was good, in my opinion.
But come on, I know he was good. Yeah, it was his first game for England. Yeah, first big tournament for England. Yeah. So, but look, before the tournament started, I said on this podcast, and it weren't just me because obviously the experts were saying it as well. You've got to admit, we look weak on the back. If teams can get at us, it's through the back. No, the defense, defense line. Trippier for me, I'm not happy about Trippier being there on the left. I hope Gareth Southgate kind of comes to thinks about it and think, you know what, let's put Gomez there for a game. You know, let's just put Gomez there. If you don't want to start him straight away, if we played our next game and winning something like 2-0, and the second half comes, you want to put Gomez on. You know, when the game's finished, you know that we've won it, and we've finished top of the group, whatever. Yeah, we need to put Gomez there on the left. You need to give him a run out because Gomez deserves a run out for England. I don't want him to just come and just be a bench warmer. I'm not into that, man. I want to see him play. Put him on the left. He can play on the left as well, and he can play on the right. We know the right ain't happening because that's Carl Walker's. That's in stone. But the left back, he can play there. He can play there, and I think he should be playing there instead of Trippier. That's what I think. I think he should be there instead of Trippier. And apart from that, I think that will give some stability to the defense line if Gomez is there, because Gomez don't ramp, man. You know he's good there. He can kick with both feet as well. Exactly. So you know he's good. You know it's good. It's gonna be a bonus for our team.
If you had Gomez in the football match, you can either say you're on the left today, you're on the right today, you're playing in the centre today, right?
Yeah.
The guy can play anyway. He's really, really versatile, and that is key for a football team. And if you've got a versatile player in the football team that can play centre back, right back, left back, right, you are cool, because if someone's got an injury, if one of your key players have got an injury, you could have slapped Gomez right in there. He didn't even have to start him there. He could be started as well if he wants to rest some of your key players. You could even start him, because Gomez is not known for injuries, which is good. He's not known for injuries. I barely see Gomez getting injured, right? I believe that last season, right, Gomez was better than Trippier. He just was. I think Gomez was better than Trippier. The Southgate starting Trippier over Gomez, I think it was an all right decision, but I think Gomez deserved it more, because Trippier was. I think if Trippier weren't injured for half of the season, right, I reckon he deserved to start. But again, you can also say that the age factor is a big, massive factor in this, right? Because I think he's 34, 35 years old. Even though Walker's about 35, but Walker is not as injured as Trippier is. Trippier is injured all the time. In Newcastle, half of the season injured. He was barely playing, right? So, yeah, I think Trippier, for me, we should rest him, because I think he's still good, but I just don't want him to get injured, because that's another left-back option out the window. Even though I think Trippier can play both sides, I think he can play left-back and the right-back position, which is good. So if Walker's off, Trippier can slat him, but Trippier, I think, needs the rest. We don't want him to burn him out. So Gomez, for me, deserves to be there, in my opinion.
Yeah. I'm just doing the player rating
I think he's good at tracking back. Gomez is good at tracking back. We saw that for Liverpool when in the clap. That even though we played the inverted role, Gomez comes back. The only one that didn't come back was Trent. And I think that's why Trent is in his prime position right now, right? Some people might say, oh, yeah, he looks better in the right back. But listen, right? that Rice and Trent partnership is only going to go further on. It's only going to go further on. Once they get used to each other, once they know what they're doing, right? I think Trent and Rice would be a really, really good two DM pair, right? And Trent, I don't want him to see him right back anymore. If Slut puts him in right back for Liverpool, I do not know what he's doing, right? But Trent and Southgate, he's done a clever decision here. I'm named him as a midfielder for England. And yeah, it's great to see from Trent. And I think Trent in the first half, especially, he created stuff. You can see he was a impact to play. He was always impacting the play. You know, his long ball playing and his decision making is just his intelligence on the pitch, absolutely amazing. If you've got a good intelligence midfielder, you're on your way there for being a complete midfielder. For me, I think Trent is a complete midfielder. I just think that.
Yeah.
You know, and he's a complete DM. You know, because to me, I think he's better as an 8, but right DM he plays good there as well because Walker and Trippier goes up, right? And then Rice and Arnold covers off the wings. So they have like restricted movement, but then all Arnold has to do is just leave a ball over because you've got them overlapping fullbacks and the Serbian defense will have to low block, you know?
They were doing that at the beginning.
Yeah, and that allows England to have a higher line because we were playing high line today. Even though we kept most of the possession of the ball in the first half, the second half we did lose the ball a bit, and Trent did lose the ball. To be fair, I don't know what was going on with him in the second half. But with England, we played that high line really well. Our fullbacks were overlapping, which I like. You know, even though I prefer stay back fullbacks, but again, not most of the teams play 4-4-2 anymore. You know, so. I look the overlapping fullbacks, overlapping Foden and Saka. Then Saka can get more involved in the play. Foden can get more involved in the play. I saw Saka get involved a lot. Did lose the ball a bit in the did ghost a bit in the second half, but the first half we did get involved a lot because the fullbacks would do most of the work. Look, we saw Kyle Walker go up.
Yeah.
We saw Kyle Walker go up as that absolutely amazing overlap from Kyle Walker. Defender couldn't mark that. You know, when you get a steaming speed Kyle Walker just going up for an overlapping run. You only got a second to react before someone just plays the ball. So defenders will have to have 2 people to mark, which is, you know, it's hard, right? And that's why, you know, I think Gomez would be good down that left back instead of Trippier because I don't see Trippier doing all that running. No, I don't see Trippier doing all that running for all of the tournament. I see Gomez doing that because he can actually track back as well. Even though I think Trippier, for me, Trippier, he's more of a stay back fullback because, you know, he's and he doesn't want to run a lot. I saw Trippier because Walker was going up and then Trippier was slightly behind to keep that 3-back formation at the back. And then as Kyle Walker was making that overlapping run. And I think that's why they're attacking the where Saka is. England was attacking that side more than Trippier's side, Foden.
Yeah.
Because Walker was doing all the running on that right-hand side, non-stop running. Never run out of legs. You know, wasn't tired. I don't see Kyle Walker tired in that game. Non-stop sprinting down the right-hand side. And that is good to see, you know, from Walker. And he's still good, regarding his age as well. 35 years of age, and he's still running like a 25-year-old. So, yeah, I think England, for me, I think the 2 centre-backs are good. I think centre-backs, for me, Stones and Guay are good. It did look leaky, you know. Trent gave away the ball a couple of times. Declan Rice, I think 2 times he gave away the ball in some crucial positions.
You know, you saved me. You know what I'm doing this year. What I've done, I found the template. I know I'm listening to what you're saying. I've done, you know, with the template, I found everything. Yeah, I'm just making a new template now. I'm making it the England one player rating. So I'm just throwing everything on and then we'll get straight into it. Sorry about the delay. You're doing good, but everything you're saying, you're right. Listen, we did play the high line at the beginning. Standard, we had to. That's how England play. But I mean, they was obviously playing the low block at the beginning. Yeah. Because they thought, because Iceland beat them, we can do it this way, the low block, but it didn't work. As soon as the only thing with the low block, this is where we need this is where we need like a creative midfielder that can, like, on the left, like what's his name again? I keep forgetting his name. The one who didn't get picked. What's his name? What's the one who never got picked?
Grealish.
Yeah, I'm crap, man. This is where Grealish should have got picked because Grealish can play against low block and he's very creative and he can upset. And Foden, what was Foden doing today? He's not good. He's not good in low block.
No, I think with Foden, he gets buffed off the ball too easily. I think his physical presence is not there. I think Grealish can hold up the ball, but with Foden, all he needs is a little nudge and the ball's gone off him, when he's up against a good centre-back or a left-back. Because Serbia today, every time when they lose the ball, they were back into the shape. They were playing like a 5-3-2 or something like that. When they're defending, when they're attacking, they get everyone forward. I'm sure they're playing like a 3-4-2-1 or something like that today. I don't know. Because they were low blocking. They were low blocking a lot today. But Foden, for me, I think is a better 10 where Bellingham is. I think he's better at that position. I don't think he can go on the wings as much. Even though he can play there, I think I prefer Foden in a 10. But I don't see Foden starting over Bellingham in a 10. This is why I would have got Grealish there, because Southgate could have subbed Grealish on and see what he could do from there. Because every time Grealish comes on for Man City, he plays good. Even though Pep benched him and never let him play for like lots and lots of games because you know what happened. Forgot what happened now actually. But Grealish, for me, I always said Grealish is a better player. I always say Grealish is a better player than Foden. Even though Foden had an excellent season, I believe if Grealish started most of the games as if Foden did, equal amount of games, I reckon Grealish would have came out on top. And I think Grealish is a better player than Foden. Because I like how he can rate. So lots of people might disagree with me. That Foden, he got his better season. But for me, give Grealish the playtime at City, right? And we're going to have a completely different story. And I think that Grealish is deserved to be compared against Foden. And I think, he's a better player because of what he does. He aggravates defenders. And I love how he cuts inside in the box, right? And he always look for a foul. If there's no options, he always, he purposely slows down the play, runs past the defender. So the defender just sticks a little leg out. He dies and goes down and wins a foul for us. And then we got a free kick or something like that. That's the kind of, winger I would do. But with Foden, for me, he gets buffed off the ball too easily.
Yeah.
That's the only problem. Saka could hold it up. I say with Saka now, even though he's got a defender in him, he can hold at the ball. Same like Bellingham, he can hold at the ball. Rice can hold at the ball. Trent can hold at the ball. Right? But with Foden on the left-hand side, I think that's why we're attacking where Walker was overlapping on that right. We were always attacking that right-hand side because we're losing the ball too much on the left, in my opinion. So, look, for me, I think the only players that should have been called up was Grealish. Maybe not Rashford, even though Rashford performed good for England. Like Southgate says, some players will have better seasons. Of course, Foden had a better season than Grealish, right, which is understandable because Grealish barely started.
I think Rashford should have went. I think Rashford's got the experience, and I think you should have picked him.
Yeah, look,
I'm surprised you didn't pick him.
Yeah, look, if we had Rashford there, he could have come on for Foden, and Rashford could have done something. I don't know for a fact Rashford could have done something, because. Personally, I think Rashford is more stronger than Foden on that left-hand side. Rashford is a tall player. He's a tall winger. So he could get involved with all the centre-backs as Serbia was low blocking. Rashford is quick. He's really, really quick. He's got a good shot on him. We saw the shots that Rashford does. He's got a really, really good shot on him. I think some of the picks were questionable. I think, looking at that team, I think Gray will develop as a player for England. It's his first European trophy. So Gray will develop as a player in the Euros. I think Stones has sometimes got lost out on that right-hand side. He did sometimes get lost out on that right-hand side. But Gray, I think he was good with his blockage, he was good with his physical presence, he was good with his physical play. That's what I think.
Thank you very much for holding the fort for me today. I was just on here. I've just done a quick lineup builder There's only 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 5 segments. 5. Obviously, in the next one we're going to do 10, but it was just a quick one today because the one that we had before was the Liverpool one, and I had to create a new one. I had to figure out how to create because you created the last one, I didn't create it, so I was just I was learning on the job, on-job training, and I figured it out. So we're going to get this. There you go, back to normal. So we're going to bring this in, the play lineup builder. Let's get this on, and then we can do the player ratings now. So this is going to be great. Let's present it. 1 second. Present, share screen, do that, and there we go. That's what we've got so far. There you go. It's just a short one today. It's not long. Can you see it?
Yeah.
So that's all it there. So we got cold, which is the best, excellent, good, whatever, and whatless. That's what we're doing today.
Yeah.
Okay, it's just a short one. It's not long. Yeah. So that's how we're doing it. So let's start with Pickford.
Cold. He was
Underdone it.
He was amazing. You know, kept a clean sheet, kept us in the game. You know, Vlahovic did a really good shot up.
Pickford was colder.
And yeah, he was really, really good.
For me, he was joint man. You know, if you can have 2 man of the matches, he will be one of the man of the matches for me. I know you can't have 2 man of the matches. Why can't this ad thing just go away?
Why not?
So yeah. So Pickford's there. He's gonna be number 1 for me as well. Him and Bellingham.
Yeah.
Let's bring that there so you can see the players there. There you go. That's better, isn't it?
Yeah, that's good.
So I need to get rid of this freaking thing. That's better. There you go. That's better. Got rid of the thing now. That's good. So this is just small for today. So we've got Pickford. So let's go start with Trippier. What are you saying about Trippier?
Trippier, I think, was we got a comment coming in with Lucky Sin. He said second half I would have got Cole Palmer earlier. Yeah, that's exactly what Solo explained. Explaining at the beginning of the video. I was shouting at the TV saying, Southgate, where's our subs at, man? You know, where's Cole Palmer?
Yeah. I was saying take off Saka because I thought Saka was good in the first half, but in the second half he kind of slowed up a bit. I would say take off Saka, take off Rashford. No, not Rashford. Take off Foden and bring on Palmer and bring on Bowen. Bowen came on and just changed the game straight away, but they didn't bring on Palmer. I was very shocked that they didn't bring on Palmer. So I agree with you. I echo that, bro.
Yeah, but what player was on now? Trippier. Yeah, I think Harry Kane had kept breaking luck play. I think he's meaning that how he won all the fouls. I think he won all the fouls perfectly, and I think Harry Kane did good today, in my opinion. Some people have different. Some could argue that he didn't score enough, but I think his work ethic was really, really well. But yeah, onto Trippier. I think for me, it was good defending. I think it was good defending, but not going up. Like I think his attack and work rate weren't there as much as Walker was. So I'll give him probably a whatever, because I'll probably give him a whatever because, I didn't really see him get involved attacking, but I think defending did all right, in my opinion. That's what I'm saying. But yeah, Trippier and whatever.
Yeah. For me, Trippier. I said most of it at the beginning. He looked weak. He's the weak link of the England back line.
Yeah.
The back four, he's the weak one. He kept giving the ball away cheaply, and especially in the second half. First half, he wasn't even that really good in the first, but the second half, he kept giving the ball away. In the second half, he didn't offer any threat at all. No threat at all. He offered no threat. So I'm gonna give him a whatless. There's no way I can give Kieran Trippier anything more than a Watless. What did you give him?
I'll give him whatever. Because I think he was good defensively, but attacking he weren't good.
I don't think in the second half he was good defensively. He was giving the ball away a lot in the second half, a lot. So you can go for the whatever, but me, we can. Huh?
He had an up and down game, to be fair. So yeah, that's why I put him whatever. He had an up and down game.
Okay, put him there. Okay. Next one. Guaya. Mark Guaya. What are you giving him?
He was good. He was good, I think. Because, you know, I like how he blocked the shots really well. He was good in the air. He intercepted really well. I think he protected the ball really well. As you know, I think at one point where Serbia, the ball was everywhere around our box. Pickford saved it, but it let go of his hands, and Gray got the ball back to Pickford and protected the ball around Pickford, and Pickford picked it up. That was one of the good moments of Gray. So I think Gray should go in excellent. You know, I think Gray played good. I think he played better than John Stones, even though John Stones was, you know, I think he was aggressive and he got up there, got involved in the play. But I think Gray for me was solid defensively. So yeah, I'll go in. Not excellent. I mean, good. I'll put him in good. I think he had a good game today.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, for me, he had a good first tournament. It's his first game for England. He's played practices and whatever, yeah. But this is his first major tournament.
Yeah.
It was calm, classy on the ball. Kept Mitrovic quiet, which is a very good is a good thing. He kept him quiet, and I thought he looked solid at the back. And I thought that's one of the good signings, not signing, appointed England player, and that Gareth Southgate has made him. That was a good call for Gareth Southgate to bring him in the England squad. Like I said, first major tournament, calm. He looked good on the ball, solid at the back. That we can't really say that about Trippier, but you know it is what it is. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna give him a cold. I thought he was cold. What do you give him? Excellent.
Guaya.
Yeah, I'll give him cold.
Yeah, give him cold because I think, you know, his first tournament, isn't it? First tournament under pressure, big pressure, right? Because all these players have played, right? All these players have played for big tournaments. Guaya has played for Crystal Palace, and he hasn't been involved in European competitions like Europa League or anything like that. He's just really been involved in the Premier League and FA Cup, but Crystal Palace don't really get far in those competitions. He's come onto England, first year, big competition, and he played well. And I'm surprised, right? 23-year-old centre back from Crystal Palace.
Yeah.
The more he plays well, the more he'll attract big clubs. You know,
he won't be. You just took the words out. He won't be staying at Crystal Palace for long.
No.
Not if he keeps playing like this.
If he's getting called up to England, he must be doing so well in Crystal Palace. So yeah, cold for.
He won't be at Crystal Palace for long.
Yeah.
You probably see him at somewhere like Tottenham or Chelsea or something like that.
Yeah. Singh said he had to get the ball first was important. Gag it under players like international players. Yeah, he did good. He did really, really well.
Yep. So the next one we're going to is Stones. For me, he lacked a bit of sharpness in parts of the game, not all through the game. He lacked sharpness in part of the game. Unsurprisingly, after missing much of the season, falling ill last week as well. Because remember when he felt ill last week, we never thought he was going to make the team for the first game. But he still played okay. It wasn't the best because we all know John Stones is a badass defender. But he just didn't play at his best today. I'm not sure if that's because he was sick last week, and because he did get ill. It was a surprise when he got ill as well, and he missed a lot of the season. This season. So this is what I'm talking about. It's double standards. People saying, "Oh yeah, John Stones missed a lot." The reason why Grealish didn't get picked because he didn't play a lot of football. John Stones didn't play a lot of football either. John Stones didn't play a lot of football, but he's still in the England squad and a starter. I know Gareth Southgate is going to think to himself when he goes on tonight, when he's at the hotel and he's going through strategy with his team. You know, just him and his team, his close team. And I know he's going to think to himself, he probably won't even tell his team, But he's probably thinking, you know what, we should have brought Grealish, Maybe we should have brought Rashford as well. Maybe we should have brought Rashford. But it is what it is. They're not there. But I thought John Stones played an okay game. I wouldn't say it wasn't whatless. It wasn't, I'd say, whatever. A whatever game.
Yes, I'll say as well. I think Stones, he did get done over a couple of times on the left-hand side. That's not like Stones. That is not like Stones.
Nah. Not a proper Stones.
Recently coming off an injury as well because...
Yeah, he missed a lot of the season as well.
Coming into this game, he was feeling a bit, I don't know if he's ill.
Yeah, he was sick last week. He felt ill last week as well.
Sick. So, again, today, we didn't even know he was going to be on the bench. We didn't even know he was going to be on the sidelines, Yeah. So, Stone, for me, came in there, did all right, and I think next game will be more sharper. More prepared
Definitely.
for it. That illness will go out the window, man. That illness will go out the window in a couple of weeks. And, So, Stones, whatever game, did all right first half, but second half, when Serbia was attacking us, he didn't do that good, in my opinion. So, yeah.
So, we're going to both agree on there that Stones is a whatever. Let's find him. Where is he? There you go. Next to Trippier. Really, Trippier should be whatless, but it is what it is. Now, let's get on to my brother, Kyle Walker. No. For me, Kyle Walker, I'm a Liverpool fan. If you follow me on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, everybody knows I'm a die-hard Liverpool fan. But I will admit when a player is good and he deserves his flowers. Kyle Walker, at 30, I think he's 34 years of age. Kyle Walker is sprinting like he's 25 years of age.
Yeah.
25 years of age. Kyle Walker could give some 25-year-olds a run for the money on 100 meters. Trust me.
Yeah.
My man, is, you know what it is? You know what drives him? It's his pride. It's very simple. It's his pride. He's got that dog in him where it's like, I ain't letting that go. You ain't beating me. And he's got that in him, and it don't matter how old he gets. Eventually, when he's going to get to an age where he can't do it anymore, but at 35 years of age, playing for England, right back, when right wing back, when you know he's going to be doing a lot of running. Yeah. And he's doing it for us. He had an excellent game today. Excellent in defence. He threw ball, helped set up the goal. Yeah. And he nearly scored himself. Yeah. And that's what wing backs do. This is what the modern day wing backs do. The right backs of today, we call them wing backs. Because let's face it, the wing backs today. And that's what he did. He was brilliant. You know what? If he would have scored that goal, he would have been man of the match for me. He's for me, he's getting a cold. He kept things tight on the right-hand side. Even though nobody had him over on the right-hand side, he had that covered. The left-hand side and all that side was in turmoil. But where Kyle Walker was, he had it locked. And I think if Gomez was on the left, he would have done what Kyle Walker did. That's just my opinion. But Kyle Walker
he agrees with you.
Excellent.
No.
Who? Absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing today, Kyle Walker. Absolutely amazing.
Some people
go on.
Some people think that he's faster than Mbappe. And there's an argument there.
Well, he had Fingy over, didn't he, Vinny Jr.? Yeah. He had Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. done, I think it was last season. Vinny Jr. done him in the first leg. And then Kyle Walker, I don't know what he did. Yeah. Actually, I know what he did. He probably went to the 100-meter track and just done sprints every day to prove his point. And in the second leg, he done him over in speed. And he's 35 years of age. That is, you're going to give the flowers to Kyle Walker, man. Kyle Walker is one of the top right backs in the world. If you look at top right backs, there's not many as good as him. Not many. So, Kyle Walker, for me, he's getting a cold. This guy was cold today, and he's a great addition to the England squad. Absolutely amazing. Love him. Kyle Walker, he's getting a cold. What about you, Toto?
Yeah, it was absolutely amazing. Never run out of legs, not lazy. I don't see Trent doing that. I do not see.
Trent's not a right back, that's why.
I'm a Liverpool fan, right? And I see some people on Twitter, that I see anyway, saying that Trent is not a midfielder. Sorry. I don't want to hear that conversation again. He is a midfielder, right? The guy's too good to play right back. He's got too much of intelligence. He's got too much of a range of passing. He's got too much of that ability to find someone Trent is not a right back. As a right back, he's supposed to defend and you're supposed to attack, right? With Trent, you don't see him do what Kyle Walker does. Kyle Walker is a better.
Kyle Walker's a wing back.
Yeah, he can play.
Trent, when Trent was a right back, it wasn't a wing back, he was a right back.
Yeah.
It's only when Klopp changed the system last year when he started doing the inverted role, then he started coming up through the midfield. But Trent's not a wing back. Let's get that straight from the beginning. He's a right back. That's when he was at Liverpool. Now he's progressed into a midfielder. And I agree with you, Toto. Trent's a midfielder. People are going to say what? Because he didn't play that really good today. Nor did a lot of the team didn't play good. Harry Kane, for me, didn't play that good. Not in my opinion. He had that little 10-minute of madness when they brought on Bowen. Apart from that, he spent most of the game tackling and falling on the floor, trying to get free kicks. Let's just keep it real. Okay, let's just keep it real. That's what happened today. Trent Alexander, right, he didn't have the best of game. And like I said, this is what happened. This is why I don't really read that much social media. Because with the social media, I'll do my little comments on social media, but I don't get involved in little petty arguments, because at the end of the day, all it is people that who hate Liverpool, probably the Man United fans or Man City fans, are looking at Trent, and as soon as he has one bad game, they just jump on it. You get me? They jump on it. If he has a good game, they'll keep the mouth shut. But if he has a crap game, they'll jump on it because it makes them feel better about their sad lives. That's all it is. It's very simple. And for me, Trent, he didn't have the... We'll get onto Trent in a minute, but Kyle Walker is getting a cold. That's what we're talking about, yeah? Kyle Walker.
Yeah.
So, next one. Hold on. The next one is Rice. I'll let you go first on Rice.
He played well, in my opinion. Even though he did give away the ball a lot of times, and he should have got stuck into the tackles more. He should have went harder on the tackles. But with Rice, I saw him play centre back. I saw him play DM. You know, we called off the wing really well. It's what I like about this formation. You know, even though you left back, right back, we're not doing the job, your DMs are there always to help. If your centre backs move out, your DM is always there to help. And Rice was everywhere. Centre back, DM, left back, right back. He was everywhere. He was everywhere, man.
Yeah.
So Rice for me gets an excellent straight off.
I agree.
I want to see Rice do this whole tournament. I think if he wants to prove that he's world class, he's got to do this. He's got to prove himself in this tournament. Big tournament now. You got to show your big boots. You know, you got to put your big boots on, and you got to go out there and show your performances. Because you've done it for Arsenal. You know, done it for Arsenal, right? Let's see how it does for England. You're for your whole country, and playing for your country, I think, is more pressure than playing for your club. That's just in me, right?
It is.
I'm sure the players will think that as well. So you're playing for all England you're playing for. He did good today. You got to admit. So, yeah, excellent for me, Rice.
And, you know, think about it. I think England went through a stage maybe about 10, 15 years ago when they'd rather play for the club than the country. We went through this like a decade and a half where the players, when it came to England, it was like 20 years ago. When it comes to England, they thought, oh, okay, we'll just turn up for England. We'll just throw loads of good players into the football team and hopefully it sticks. There was not much strategy involved. Just like, right, we're going to have we had that problem when we had Lampard, Gerrard, and Scholes. Then the way they always played Gerrard out of position because you had three good players like that in midfield. They all played in certain parts, yeah, and they never played Gerrard and never played Lampard in their proper position. You get me? And they never could get on. They never clicked together.
In the wings.
They never clicked together. You get me? Them three, they just never clicked together. And back in the day, we get the big names, we throw them all in, and hopefully it sticks. And it never stuck. We come close, but it didn't stick. This England team and this era of Gareth Southgate, because there's a lot of Gareth Southgate haters out there. He does make mistakes. He makes mistakes, he does. Just like he made a mistake when the World Cup 4 years ago. Well, a bit more than 4 years ago when Saka... I wouldn't have had Saka take that penalty. That was too much pressure for a young kid at that age, taking a penalty at that magnitude, at that fight. They should have never made him take that penalty. That was a mistake. because I knew as soon as he took that penalty, and if he would have missed, I knew that the horrendous comments what's going to be coming in the press and on social media, the racist comments, which they came. I wouldn't, and he shouldn't have done it. But it's other stuff like today. Like I said, they should certain players he should have picked and he never. I would have brought Grealish. I've said that repeatedly times. A lot of people have as well. I would have took Grealish. For me, that was a mistake, and I think deep down he probably fixed that. But he's not going to come out and admit it, in my opinion. But yeah, it is what it is. So for me, Declan Rice, he kept the play ticking. He kept the player ticking over nicely. Also, although he did, he lost a bit of authority in the second half in that midfield role as like a DM role. He did lose a bit of authority, but overall, I thought he had a decent game. He was just doing his thing, doing what Declan Rice does, you know. But so I'll probably give him a good. I'll probably agree with you on that one, Toto. I'll probably give him a good game. A good game.
Yeah, he did really good. Go through the comments. The thing about Kyle Walker, I agree. Kyle Walker did a very kicking ball out of trouble. Yeah, he did really good there. Declan Rice can play a lot of positions, good list, tackles, give forward players, keep the ball off. Yeah, I think Rice could get away with centre back too. Really, I think Rice can get away with centre back. You know, he played there today a bit. When Gray got, if he had to fill in for Gray, the Crystal Palace.
Yeah, come back to help him out, innit?
He fell in really good.
That's what a DM does.
Declan Rice, keep going, take time, be versatile. Yeah, Rice has got a lot of potential there. He's not world class yet. I'm not going to put that on his name because he had one good game for England. He's got to do that consistently. Once he does that consistently, then I might consider him to be world class. Only think we've got to try and look for more goals. Yeah, thing with England, right? We like to play at the back too much. We do like to play at the back, keep possession, and there's nothing wrong with that because the thing is, the simple concept: if you keep the ball, they can't score. If you keep that ball and the team don't get it, they can't score, can they? They only can score if they got the ball. So that mentality there is good.
Yeah. I'm going to move on to thinking now. Trent Alexander. For me, he did lose the ball in that dangerous position. I'm not sure if it was the first half or second half where he nearly cost us a goal. When he had the ball and he just suddenly just froze a bit. Player just come and took it off. This is why I always say about defenders, because when I played football, I was a left back, right back, and centre forward. No, centre forward, left back, right back, and centre back. So I could kick with both. I'm Gomez. I'm basically Gomez. I could play left, right, or centre. And the key thing with defence, right, where people make the mistake. I'm not saying look, this is where people make the mistake. When you play defence in training, you got more time on the ball. Okay, you got more time on the ball. You have.
Yeah.
You get the ball, you got a little time, and then you just pick it away, whatever to your friend or whatever you're playing or training, whatever with your coach or whatever you're doing. But when it comes to a game, completely different. Trent Alexander made that rookie mistake. This is why he's not a defender. He made that rookie mistake is when you get the ball, he had a bit of time on the ball. He didn't play the ball fast enough. He just stood there, and the Serbian guy was on him. Boom, straight away. As soon as you got the ball and you got your back to the players that you're playing against, you've got to either look round quick and scoot the ball out.
You take it by surprise.
If your head out, yeah, and I'm standing on a football pitch and you can see what's in front of you, yeah, you can see what's in front of you. All right, you get the ball and then you got a bit more time because you can visually see. But if you've got the players behind you and you're not looking, you've got to get that ball, boom, and scoop it out. That's what you should have did, or just knock it to the side out for a throw in. Something. He stood there. I don't know what he was doing. Yeah, I don't know what he was doing. And that could have cost us. That could have cost us a point. I mean, that could have been a draw right there. But they didn't score. But if that was someone like France or someone like Spain, right, or someone like Germany, and he does something like that, that could cost us a point right there. So today, Trent Alexander, he did lose the ball in a dangerous position. He was let off the hook by Mitrovic. It was Mitrovic what was took the ball off him. But look, he had a couple of free kicks. He didn't really work out with the free kicks. He hit the wall. He done some crazy pass into Declan Rice, where Declan Rice wasn't even ready for the ball. Don't know what he was doing there. Oh, he should have just went for the shot. But the second half, he kind of died away. Trent did. he kind of dried out, and that's probably why he subbed him. And when I saw him come off, I wasn't surprised. So today I'm going to give him a whatever. That's all I could give him. Whatever. I can't give him that he played good. That's not right. Look, we support Liverpool, but we've got to be fair. And I just don't think he had. I thought he had a hot.
Trent. Yeah, he didn't really do as good as I expected him to do. You know, usually when he played that right DM role, he played really, really well there. I think people are, getting over the weather a bit, saying that that he should be a right back. No, he only had one bad game, right, and he can easily fix it up next time. So Trent, for me, his ball playing was wicked, right, but it kind of dropped off in the second half, and he didn't cover off really well in right DM, and he got a bit lazy in the second half. I don't know why he got a bit lazy in the right DM spot where he had to cover off. But yeah, Trent for me, whatever for me as well. Didn't really see him, get involved, if you know what I mean.
That's what I mean. So it's a whatever for me. So I'm going to put him there. So, yeah, whatever. So let's get on to the Jude Bellingham. Bellingham. What are we saying about Bellingham?
Bellingham was good, and I think we already put him in cold. If we haven't put him in there, I'll put him cold. Bellingham, absolutely amazing. Got man of the match, player of the match for Uefa. What a header, and it's just not like it's not just about his ethic on the ball; it's his work off the ball as well. How he runs his positions, he puts the work in. When he does have the ball, he's strong. He was really, really strong. His physicality was really, really good today on that pitch. Barely lost the ball. And his passing was absolutely amazing. Leader in that midfield, and cold for me.
Yeah, definitely cold. So, for me, he had an all-action display. Brilliant. Played brilliantly today. Listen, the guy got real power on the header to score and played like a man possessed man. The man was possessed. There's one thing I say about Bellingham, and I've noticed this season, because when he played for Dortmund, I didn't really watch much of him, I watched a bit of him because when he was linked to Liverpool, so I saw who's this kid. I know, he's from Birmingham and all that, local lad, like he's him and his brother's from Birmingham and his dad from Birmingham, so that's not that far from London, really. Well, it's 100 miles, well, whatever. But at the end of the day, right, he's from Birmingham. He grew up in some area. I've done some area in Birmingham. I don't know where he grew up, some area in Birmingham, him and his brother. I don't think he had the best of starts in life. He weren't the richest thing in there. I don't know how it's like down there in Birmingham. I don't know what the areas are like, but he's from there. But he said he was in some poor area. His mum and dad sacrificed everything for him. For Jude and his mum and that, and now it's paid off. He's got him in football. He's got his brother in football. He's got two brothers. I think he's got another brother in football as well. I think so. And now he's living the dream. And you could see when he plays football. This goes back to my point where he's a man possessed. You can see that he generally. I'm not saying the players don't love it, but this man, when he comes on the pitch here, he leaves his heart on his sleeve. He leaves everything on the pitch. He comes on the pitch all sharp and that. And then when he leaves, he leaves like he's just been through a war. It's like he's left everything on the pitch, all his energy, everything on the pitch. And this is what I like about Jude Bellingham. And man. So I'm gonna give him a cold. He deserves it, in my opinion. I like how he's just flying into his opponents. Winding up his opponent. That's what he does as well. I noticed that about him as well. He likes to wind up the opponent. Does his thing. He ain't scared and all. When he gets in the faces, wind them up. He knows exactly what he's doing as well. When he walked past that guy and he shoulder barged him. And he said, and I know what he said to him. I can't really pronounce it on here. Can't really say it on here, but you're one of them. And brilliant game today. So I'm going to give him an excellent cold.
Yeah, so
Right, give him the code. Next one. Foden.
quiet.
I'll let you do the Foden one.
Quiet. You know, he's not a winger. Yeah. He's a 10. He's where Bellingham plays. So if it's just me, we've got two options. We either recall Grealish or we start Anthony Gordon. That is only two options. Because Foden is not a left winger. He gets out physiqued.
So you put Anthony Gordon there instead of him, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm saying it now because Foden's not a winger. He's a 10. He's where Bellingham plays, a 10. So it's either Foden gets benched or he starts. I will start Anthony Gordon there for a game, see how he is. You know, he's got that pace. But let's see how Anthony Gordon there does on that left wing because he's more of a left wing than Phil Foden. Because
But can't Palmer play there?
no, I think Palmer can play a 10 striker and right wing.
Yeah.
But I've never seen him play
You
left.
could try it though, innit?
Yeah, they could try it, but
because Foden's not a left. He can't really. He's not really. When he plays for City, he's more like in central, isn't it?
he's attacking mid for City.
Yeah, exactly.
And he can also play 8 as well.
He plays the wing, even though he don't really play the wing, but they still put him there.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why Grealish, we're missing Grealish so
Exactly.
badly.
I was
Because
about to say that again.
our only option is Anthony Gordon.
How can you, thinking about it now, just thinking about it, how can you not play? How can you not play him? How can you not bring Grealish? It's crazy. He's crazy. But what are you giving him? Phil Foden, he had a poor game today. Poor boy standards. Particularly in the second half. He gave the ball away. High number of times. Gave the ball away. He looked a shadow of himself when he plays for Man City. He was poor. He was the worst. Him and Trippier, for me, was the worst players on the pitch. That includes the Serbian players as well. And on the pitch.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give him Watless.
So yeah, Watless.
Yeah, he did. I'm not going to put that up on the screen, but I agree with you.
Yeah, Phil Foden did not spark. He did not spark.
So let's move on to Harry Kane. I'll give it Harry Kane.
Kane had a good game. I think he was strong on the ball, getting the tackles in, getting involved a lot. Not so much up front because, you know, Foden didn't really feed the ball to him. Saka did once, but then when Bowen came on, he started to get involved a little bit more attacking. But yeah, I think when he dropped back in the centre forward position, when he provided midfield support, because I think Kane did become a centre forward, a false 9, towards like second half, because I think Southgate knew that no one was getting the ball to him, so it might as well that Kane provided midfield support. You won all the fouls, getting the fouls in, getting the tackles, strong, and yeah, Kane did get involved, and his work ethic off the ball was really, really good as well, and his defending work rate was amazing, especially that goal line clearance that I did from that corner, right in the corner. Even though Pickford probably would have had it covered, Kane did really, really good there to get that ball out, and yeah, Kane did amazing. I put him in good because I think his work ethic was really good today.
For me, Harry Kane, and I know this is probably not going to be popular because there's a lot of Harry Kane fans. For me, he was very quiet in the first half. In the first half, for me, he's quiet. Look, taking just 2 touches. That's what he took, 2 touches in the first half. But he was unlucky not to score. And by that header, that thumping header, that was amazing, amazing world-class save from that keeper. That was the end of the first half, innit? I think it was the end of the first half.
Yeah.
Or was it the one? Yeah. But yeah. It was him and that Rajovic, him two were like wrestling for the entire match, basically. Just wrestling each other. Even the commentators picked it up and said all they've been doing is just crashing into each other. Even the commentator said there's round 7 of Harry Kane versus Rachovic.
Yeah.
They were just banging into each other, just falling on the floor. Harry Kane was a man. Harry Kane looked like he watched the WWE last night, the pay-per-view, and he just took it into this match and said, I'm going to be a wrestler for the first half of the England in the Euros, because that's what it looked like in the first half, a wrestler. I'm not sure if he wants to be a wrestler when he finishes football, but at the moment he's a footballer, so we need to get him to play football. Because in the first half, he had 2 touches. He did make an important defensive header later on. Remember that shot? What they had? I think it was Ranovic that took the shot, and he was there. I think Pickford had it covered, but I thought he made an important interception when he come in and headed it out just to make sure. I thought that was good by him. But apart from that, I thought he just had. I thought he had. For me, I'd call him whatever. But look, I'll give him the good. I'll just give him the good. Good game.
Yeah,
he's getting nowhere near excellence. He's kind of tilting down towards whatever, but I'll give him the good.
Yeah, I'll give him good as well. Yeah.
What did the comment section say?
Yeah, Harry Kane's a little bit more service. Foul's great. Needs more ball. But yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think
he was playing too deep today. He looked like he was a midfielder.
No one was getting the ball to. So I think Southgate decided that
but dropping back a bit, innit?
Yeah. Yeah, look, I just think that
but it's weird though. Soon as Thingy came on, soon as Bowen came on, he turned into the prime Harry Kane again.
Yeah.
As soon as he came on.
Yeah, because with Bowen, he's a better crosser than.
Yeah, he's a bad man. That's why I would have started Bowen.
Yeah, because
I would not start and bring him on a little earlier.
Yeah, because Saka for me, he's a good crosser, but Bowen is just quality, man. He's quality with his free kicks, delivering inside the box. Yeah, he's great with that. And Foden, like I said with Foden, he's not really a crosser, but he's more of a scorer. Getting on that outside of the box as attacking mid, cutting inside on his right, do whatever he does, right? But yeah, the ball just weren't going to Harry Kane. So I think Southgate says, Kane drop into false 9, provide essential support, and try to do something. And he did really good. Won a lot of fouls, but I just think the ball should have went to him today. He didn't get enough service.
That's why Bellingham just steamed forward and scored, didn't he?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go. Last one now is going to Saka. What are we saying about Saka? It's not the last one. We'll do some subs as well. What are you saying about Saka?
Yeah, Saka. First half good, second half not. It was a bit quiet second half. But if I'm going to give him a rating, I give him a good, because I think first half absolutely amazing. Kept the ball well.
Yeah.
Strong on the ball, skillful. His crossing was good. But second half, not so much. I think we wasn't really a fan of it in the second half. So yeah, good for Saka.
Yeah, I agree. In the first half, he was like I said at the beginning of the video. I thought first half he played absolutely amazing. He was a live wire down that right side, but causing Serbia all sorts of problems on that right hand side in the first half. He was just smashing it, and I thought, here we go, Saka's kicked off, because you were saying before that there was going to probably play Anthony Gordon instead of Ermin. Was going to play. Now you said he was going to play Palmer, innit?
Palmer.
You said he was going to play. Yeah, that's what I thought that as well, because I was leaning towards that, but then I thought, nah, they should just put Saka on. But anyway, yeah, brilliant. Down that right flank, he was killing the Serbians.
Yeah, I think if he
setting up the first goal as well, partly kind of setting up the first goal.
I think for
me, the second half, but in the second half. He slowed down. Like I said, I know at the end of the Premier League season, he was picking up some. He was I'm not sure if he was injured, but he was kind of slowing up a bit. Like he looked tired, fatigue. It looked like he was carrying a little injury, and that's what it's like with Saka and Noik. They play him every single day. They don't rest him up at Arsenal, They don't rest him up. They just keep playing him over and over and over again. And I think today he just looked like fatigue kicked in. But I'm a bit worried that. What Gareth Southgate has to do, he has to rotate Saka and whoever comes on, it could be Foden not Foden. It could be Palmer. They
Bowen.
need to rotate or Bowen. They rotate them three. They need to rotate them. He needs to rotate them better. They don't want to have Saka playing every single game. You know, when we get through this second game, which we will, hopefully, then we can start experimenting. You know, when we know we're through, they need to rotate Saka because you don't want to start Saka every single game because if we get to the quarterfinals, he's going to be finished. That's what I think. So they should rotate him with Bowen and then rotate Bowen with Palmer. You got a nice choice there on the right. The right sorted. I ain't got a problem with the right hand side of the football pitch. It's the left hand side where I've got the problem, and that's because of Gareth. In my opinion, that's Gareth Southgate's doing, not bringing in our bloke. But it didn't happen.
I just think that Bowen,
Grealish, not bringing in Grealish.
Yeah, Grealish for me, like
that's where he's made the mistake.
I think when there's a transition, as a transition period where we can call up a few more players, we need to call up Rashford and Grealish. We need to call them both up, right? And I don't know who we're going to drop. I don't know who. I might drop Anthony Gordon. That's just me. I would drop Anthony Gordon if I was going to replace anyone, and then put in for Grealish because Gordon, for me, even though he's a decent player and he's really, really quick, I don't.
Why didn't he bring him on there?
I don't know.
If Grealish was I know that's what I'm saying. I know you know, but I'm just saying why. You know why he didn't bring him on? Because he probably didn't trust him. If Grealish was sitting on that bench, if Grealish was on that bench, he would have brought him on. 100%, he would have brought him on. He wouldn't have kept him on the bench. He wouldn't have kept Grealish on the bench.
Yeah, I just think it's because Anthony Gordon is young, right, and he still has a lot of years to prove himself at Newcastle. He's still got a lot of years to prove himself in club football. At the end of the day, this is Anthony Gordon's first European competition.
I think it's just a pace version. Grealish is a lot more creative. Grealish is a lot more experienced, obviously, in the England team. Grealish is much better breaking down the low block team because he's that left winger, he's very creative. He would have been my first choice to start. Grealish would have.
I think with Southgate, right, I think the call-up was good. Rashford, you can argue about because Rashford had a bad season, or you can also say that Rashford was good for England. Rashford, you got an argument with, but Grealish is no argument.
No argument with Grealish.
How can you, right, get Anthony Gordon to start with Grealish? You basically said Anthony Gordon's better than Grealish. No chance. Gordon is not better than Grealish. He didn't have a better season, but Grealish had a way better season, and he was barely playing. Right?
I don't care about this, but I'm saying for England, Grealish is better for England. You get some players that really play that good for the club, like one season, But when they see Rashford, sometimes he didn't always have the best season with Man United. And you know, when it comes to me and Man United, our relationship is not good because I'm a Liverpool fan. But Rashford, when it comes to playing for England, Rashford always performed. It doesn't matter what his domestic club was doing, Man United, But when it comes to England, he performed, and I would have had Rashford come. But for me, the biggest mistake, and I know he's going to regret it, was not bringing Grealish. It is what it is. So I'm going to give Saka, for me, he deserves a good. First half, he was absolutely brilliant, but the second half, he fell off, and I think it's fatigue.
Yeah.
What did he say? But he says
good for Saka, yeah.
He says on here, Bowen next game will get early. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. You know the thing about it with the Bowen thing. I was calling for Bowen for 10 minutes to bring Bowen on. Bring on Bowen. And what happened? They brought on Bowen because I know Bowen can get the job done. As soon as Bowen come on, that made Harry Kane start playing better as well. Pushed Harry Kane up a bit more, and he played better because he ran down that flag and he just crossed to the balls in. Because he can play, he's good on the wing. He can play central, and he's good on the wing. Yeah. So when they brought him on, he smashed it. So I'm gonna give Saka that. Good. Now let's go with the subs. Toto. Get through this one quick now, bro.
Yeah.
Getting a bit late still. Conor Gallagher, do this one. What do you think?
I'll say whatever, because he did get involved, won some headers, but did give away the ball a little bit.
He did energise the team a little bit, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. So, whatever for Gallagher.
Jarrod Bowen, for me. I thought he had a good game. Took the baton off from Saka. He took it off Saka and he went behind the Serbian defense and caused them problems.
Yeah.
And teeing up Harry Kane's header, which he didn't score, which he should have scored. But Joe Bowen, brilliant. So I'm going to give him a good. He played good. Actually, I'm going to give him excellent.
Yeah, he played
good.
Impact.
Colby Minor, what do you say about him?
Mainly, I just think that
86 minutes though, and it come on at 86 minutes.
Yeah, I don't think he even deserves a range. Give him a whatever. But yes, nothing really.
Gareth Southgate.
I think the Southgate, I think his tactics were good. I think allowing Walker to overlap and allowing Trippier to stay back, considering his age, was good. Good game management. I think towards the end, we had Bowen playing right back because we've seen that the game. So we had everyone back defending the 4-5-1. The game management was really good from Southgate. Subs were good from Southgate as well. And look, if Southgate wants to redeem himself as the England manager, he's got to do it in this tournament because we've got no excuses. I think we will be leaking defence. We will be leaking defence, which is the only problem that we'll have. We've got good centre backs, right? Sometimes Rice can give away the ball, sometimes Trent can give away the ball. We can't be doing that. So we need to iron out those mistakes. If we can't iron out those mistakes, we can do good in this tournament. Southgate, for me, I'll say excellent. I'll say excellent for Southgate because your game management was really good. When we lose the ball, we get in the shape. Defending a 4-5-1 since the 43 formation, your right mid, left mid to go down, and defending a 4-5-1. Of course, your attacking mid Bellingham will slot into an extra DM. So again, 4-5-1 defending really, really well, and see that the game really well as well. So yeah, excellent for Southgate.
Yeah, he made a strong start. At the beginning, first half, made a strong start and got the important win. Although, in my opinion, he should be a little bit concerned how the second half went. When we got how Saka fell off so fast, and it's only the first game of the tournament. He's just lost his energy levels, and he should be concerned about that. But again, we were not bad on the right hand side. We got Bowen and we got Palmer, so I'm not really worried about that side. I was worried about Foden. Couldn't get out the blocks today, and I thought he should have been subbed, which a lot earlier. He did get subbed, and he should have been subbed a lot earlier. They kept him on, didn't it? Did they keep him on?
Yeah, I think he kept him on. I think
and I wouldn't have kept him on that. I think that's the mistake. They shouldn't have kept him on. They should have subbed him, but they kept him on anyway. But apart from that, I thought Southgate was okay, so I'll give him the exit. I agree with you. I'll give you that one.
Yeah,
actually, you know what? I think he should be just good. Blow it.
Yeah, it was a good game, and that's it, really. But go through the comments. Bo might have to start the next game. Yeah, I might have to agree with you there. Bo did a better job than Saka, I think, today. By the time he came on and made an impact straight away. Let Cole Palmer or Gallagher 74 minute. Yeah, like 70 minutes, someone Cole Palmer. I don't understand why they didn't do that game. Someone Cole Palmer, see what happens. But yeah, I agree with you there. But yeah, that's all for me.
Yeah, so that's it, man. So if you're watching us on Twitter, which you probably are, can you please come over to our YouTube channel and smash the like button. So, guys, we're going to be heading off. I don't know what the next games are coming up now. The next games check who's on next. Is France playing tomorrow? If France is playing tomorrow, we're doing a watch along of France. We're doing a watch along of
Austria.
Yeah, we've been playing that. It's going to be lots of goals, but Mbappe will probably get his hat trick in that one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If Mbappe doesn't get his hat trick in that game against Austria, then I will be thinking, what are you doing, bro?
Yeah,
you fancy playing Austria, So no disrespect to Austria, all right? Let's just face it, who cares? But at the end of the day, he should be getting his hat trick in that game. You want to see Finky getting some goals as well. My brother Dembele. So I want to see that. I'll be doing a watch along, not the review. I'll be doing a watch along tomorrow of that. I'll be doing the Portugal game as I think Portugal played Tuesday. So I'll be doing the Portugal one. And that's it for the time being, man. We're going to be heading off. Thanks for people who joined us today. Sorry, it was a bit weird at the beginning. We had to get things set up. But it is what it is. But big up to everybody. And remember, guys, before we go, remember to hit that subscribe button. Hit the subscribe. We want the likes, man. We need the likes in the channel. Smash the like button on YouTube. So, see you later, guys. Big up to everyone. But before we go, we're going to say goodbye to our mascot.
Okay.
Kurgan. There you go, Kurgan. So we're going to say goodbye to him. And we're going to be see you later now. See you later, guys. Big up to everybody. Nothing left to say, Toto, before you go?
No, nothing really else. I'll say Tycoon Foot podcast is coming up soon because I think he had a broken arm or had an arm incident. That's why he couldn't do the podcast. He had to recover. So I hit him up maybe today or tomorrow. See when the podcast is, and I'll let you guys know.
That's it, man. See you later, guys. Big up. Bye.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.